Today we're going to Scotland and we'll look at the flurf that are in some kind of war with both the globe and the flat earth side in the debate regarding the shape of the earth. Enjoy! I'm quite sure that most of you already knew who today's flurf is. It's Dell. And let's hear what he have to say today. So, over to you, Dell. Quite silent. The title of his video is "The level of dishonesty from flat and globe earthers is insane." At the moment I think the silence is insane. So come on, Dell. Wait a minute. Soon it happens. No. Well, I'm quite interested in what's so dishonest with the globers and flat earthers. Okay, he makes some sounds. He's whistling. Come on, Dell, before I fall asleep.
He's there, just bear with me. It's really slow for some reason again.
This is as interesting as watching water freeze. What is he mumbling about? Hello, Dell. Come on. I'm falling asleep soon.
How's it going?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Okay, can we start this dumpster fire now, please?
How's you all doing, alright?
Yes.
So, the Flares Brigade are still running about, denying reality and being totally dishonest. Totally dishonest. Incredible.
So, the Flurf Brigade is totally dishonest, according to Dell. I think I have to jump a bit in his video to get the answer or the explanation why they are dishonest.
So, I had a little fucking poke at a few flat earthers earlier on today. One in particular is this character FPV Angel, who thinks that they've figured out the whole universe because of halos under the ground and all this magical stuff and you know, people talking about chakras of the earth and this, that and the other, and they're all patting each other in the back while physics is just pushed to the side. So I'm going to prod them yet again and expose how utterly dishonest flat earthers and globe earthers actually are. The level of dishonesty at this point is absolutely insane. These people are fucking barefaced liars. Just barefaced liars. They do not comprehend their own model. They do not comprehend basic physics. They don't comprehend the claims of the other models that they claim to be opposed to. Right? Both flat earthers and globe earthers both require physical downwards acceleration. So rather than them jumping ahead of themselves, I'm going to make it very, very fucking crystal clear to them. Right?
So they'll have a problem with explanations about downward acceleration, as we on the globe side calls gravity. Yes, flurfs have a big problem with gravity, but I think the same goes for Dell.
In these two examples, the one on the right is actual physical downwards acceleration. The one on the left is claimed to be downwards acceleration. Now, what you've got here is an opposition to actual reality, because this one on the right here is actual, real world, actual physical downwards acceleration. And this is what happens. You get a displacement of materials. This one here is claimed to be downwards accelerating without the result of this. So flat earthers and globe earthers now have to use circular reasoning based on a special pleading. That being that the special pleading that in the case of this one, both are all of the materials, the cylinder, the gas and the liquid within it are all accelerating down at the same rate. Now, this belief, make no bones about it, it is a nonsense, pseudoscientific cult mentality, belief system, belief in the totally absurd, right? They want you to believe and want to keep claiming that this is accelerating down without any of this stuff displacement. Now, in every single occasion, every single time that acceleration happens, we get a displacement.
Oh dear. Dell is still going on about his experiments with bottles with liquid in. These have been explained so many times by others who have looked at Dell's videos, but he refused to understand, or he don't understand.
These flat earthers, FPV angels, David Banners, Flatzoids, Nathan Oakley, Jeranism, Witsit, the whole Space Audits crew, fucking the whole other American faction, every single one of them is a disingenuous, lying piece of shit.
Well, it must be the first time, but I think Dell is 100% correct.
Right? It's that fucking simple. If you want to understand the psyop that's been played on everybody, practical physics is your saviour. This is how you're going to know who's telling you lies, because this is actual downwards acceleration. This is claimed downwards acceleration, but none of this happens. So which is it? Is it actually accelerating down, or is it not accelerating down? Because we can all clearly see that it's not accelerating down. Now, any rational person who applies logic, Occam's razor, right, would comprehend that there's a displacement of the liquid here and a displacement of the gas above it. Ergo, the force must be acting up the way.
So, Dell, why does the bottle falls down when you let it go from your hand? Not to the side, not upwards, always down.
Now, you can start jumping to the up the way claim and wriggle and squirm and dance all you fucking like. The fact of the matter remains, you believe in your religious bias.
Yes, many flat earthers have a strange religious bias, as flatzoid, taboo conspiracy, and so on. But real science is not religion. Real science is not based on the Bible.
All the word salads and wishful thinking about electromagnetics and electrostatics and magical halos under the ground and chakras of the earth and all this other woo-woo chat. That's never going to change, I'm afraid. The more you dig your heels in, the more I'm going to spit in your face, I'm going to point at you and highlight you for the gatekeeping, lying piece of shit that you are.
It's obvious that Dell don't like that other flat earthers don't listen to him, don't believe his explanations. Oh dear. All
the dancing about asking questions about other aspects. Oh, what makes it move? How do clouds work? Oh, how do planes work? How do parachutes work? Oh, that's just you wriggling. Mental gymnastics to avoid your claim, your belief system. Religious gibberish. While yous all sit there professing your truthers and that you're on some righteous path of wokeness to wake the world. You're a deluded, lying cretin, gatekeeping. That's the reality. So don't forget it. Globe earthers and stationary flat earthers both claim the same thing. Physical downwards acceleration without any detection of such a thing occurring. So it's flat earthers and globers on one side and Dell on the other. Okay, I got it. No, Miss DJ, if the container's heavier than the liquid and all that, it doesn't make any difference. Attach an anvil to the base of it. It'll still show the same. This is what I mean by the wriggling and squirming. Desperation to try and maintain some idiotic bias, some psyop of a stationary earth that you bought into. It's a psyop. That's why all your gatekeeping mainstream flat earthers are pushing it. It's a psyop. It's nonsense.
So when other flat earthers don't agree with Dell, it must be a conspiracy. A psyop.
Yes, dum-dums indeed. Fantasists, I mean, it's about the practical physical world, and when we use practical physical stuff to assess how things behave in the real natural world, these people just ignore it and start making claims that fly in the face of the practical physical world and think that they've got justification to do so. I mean, it's insane. But they don't take responsibility for it. They'll just come back and say, how do sunsets work? Like fucking Rachie Bumsniffer emailing me from some dingy account, trying to act like a fucking smart ass. Rachie, you absolute fucking cretin. How do suns work? How does a sunset work in flat earth? And how does this work and how does that work? No, Rachie, son. How can you have a globe earth without physical downwards acceleration? Should be the honest question.
We have a downward force, and it's scientific evidence of that. It's called gravity, and we can test it and we can observe it.
Absolute fucking lunatics. They should be fucking locked up in a mental asylum. That's the reality of the situation. They are fucking loonies, poisoning the world with their fucking religious nonsense. Give me a wee second here.
And there Dell left the house. He's angry because no one believes his nonsense. I think he believes that he would get the Nobel Prize. Yes, the real name is Nobel, not Nobel. It's a Swedish name, so it's pronounced Nobel. Dell believes that he knows more than all other flat earthers. And he knows more than us who he calls globers. And of course, Dell knows more about science than all scientists, according to Dell. And according to him, all is a psyop. They are covering up something, perhaps the shape of the earth, and all that don't agree with him is psyops, secret agents. But in reality, there is no psyop. Here we have a confused fool in Scotland that believes that he knows more than all other people on earth regarding, for instance, gravity. He have his own theories that no one or almost no one agrees with. Yes, they'll have people listening to him. He have an audience. There are people that are looking at his live streams and videos, and there are people that believe him. Oh dear. It's been a long time since I made a video about Dell, and I can understand it, because I have a hard time to understand what he's saying, and I have a hard time understanding his nonsense. Or it's the same with all flurfs. It's hard to understand how they think, or if they think at all. So, that was all for this time. Hope you liked the video. We'll be back soon. Have a nice day. Bye.